Can't have the highest highs without a little bit of lows. It's important, you know?
When writing and producing songs, is that something you always keep in the back of your mind? Like, we're gonna have to play this live?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, we think about that all the time. It actually is like a huge driving force. We're like, oh, this one will go off like live. This will be fun. Let's like finish this one. So yeah, we think about that all the time.
Does that mean that we'll never get a slow Joey?
No, it does not mean
That
that.
is not true at all.
We actually just announced our third album
Yes.
like a few days ago, and there's a lot of that coming. And I think we just this album is very much a club and live centered album, but there's moments where we get vulnerable and slow it down for people, because basically our entire catalog at this point has just been bangers. So
And you can't have the highest highs without a little bit of lows. It's important, you know?
So does that mean that on the third record we're gonna get a lower version of you guys?
You just might. I don't know.
you will, maybe, just might.
I don't know.
Potentially.
And when we say lower, are we talking emotionally or just energy-wise?
I think in a lot of different aspects, yeah, I would say like energy and like emotion. Like, I don't want to say the emotion is like low, but there's definitely some songs on there that are a different pocket than what we normally have done. So we're excited for people to hear it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get real a couple times.
Get
So
real. Yeah.
What was that like? Was it a scary step? I know that you guys thrive in the uncomfortable, staying uncomfortable,
For sure.
but that doesn't mean that it's fun to be uncomfortable.
I mean, that's just like what life is. Like, life isn't always just one high. And so, I mean, like, we both are, everyone has feelings, I guess. So, like, we experience things, and as much as we are, like, people who like to have fun, which this album is entirely of, there's a lot of vulnerability that we explore about growing up and our experiences, and, like, moving on, and, like, why are the people around me feel like they're losing their genuineness and things like that. So we kind of explore a lot of themes like that, and so we have things to say this time.
How do you keep the fun alive when the thing that you love the most becomes work?
I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's still like fun. We don't treat it as work. That's the thing. It's like, as much as other people are involved in our team, everything is still made in my bedroom. Like, we still make all the music there, and it's still like, this is the kind of thing we want to make, and nobody else is telling us what to do about it. So, like, it's always going to be 100% what we wanted to do in that moment. So, like, there's never a moment of, like, are people going to like this? I don't feel like we should do this. We're getting pressure from other, like, no, it's just 100% us all the time.
That reminds me of the fact that I remember you guys saying that you thought that your fans or that people wouldn't like No Hands. But then you guys still decided to release it. And I was wondering, what is it that you have? First of all, why did you guys think that people wouldn't like it? Let's start there.
I don't know. Did we say that?
I mean, it was.
I don't know. I think we were just nervous. Like, we weren't like sure how people would like take it, because our first like album ever, like Punk Tactics, like it was just so like, it was just very, very like, it was just super raw, and like it was just kind of like like a bunch of singles like put into like a package, no kind of like forethought like to it, or like kind of like a path like A to Z. Whereas like No Hands is a little more like, there was like a lot of like pre-thought that went into it, and like, okay, like here's how we want this album to sound. So I guess we were like hesitant to see how our fan base would like take like a project that kind of had like a scope of a lens to it, I suppose.
Yes.
But
We also didn't want to fall off.
Yeah, we didn't
It was
wanna-
literally like, this is the first time we've released like a full project and not shown people a lot beforehand. So we were like, is it going to even go well? Are people going to care? Like, or is this the end of our career?
Yeah.
And so once it came out and it was like reviewed very well by a lot of people, we were like, okay, like we are genuine artists, and now we're just like doubling down on everything on this next album.
That must have given you like a very big confidence boost
yeah.
for this third album that's about to come out. What would you say is the biggest change in you guys as artists with the third one coming out?
I think Joey and I kind of hit on a lot of different things on this album that we haven't in the past. I mean, like, Joey produces everything, and like all the production is just absolutely insane. Like, all of like I'm just so excited for everyone to hear like how crazy like all the beats are. Like, it's gonna be so fun. And then, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, there's like just some different like flows and pockets that we kind of have never done before, like touched on. So I think both Joey and I, as like lyricists too, there's like some like different sounding songs that like, I mean, there's a couple songs where like we played it for our friends and like you guys' voices don't even sound like you, so I'm excited to see what people like think. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
When we're looking at No Hands, a lot of features. What would you think the featuring artists have in common with each other on that record?
The biggest thing is like we only collaborate with our friends.
Yeah.
We only collaborate with people who like get it and we feel like match the energy of our sound. Like we're never like hitting people up to be like, who do you think would sound good on like this? We make the song and we're like, this is who we want, and we go out.
Yeah.
And usually we already know them or they're following us or something like that. Like the most recent track with JPEG Mafia was amazing because we're both such big fans of him. And he literally like followed us, shouted us out in a track, and I was like, homie, let's make a song together. And he was like ecstatic about it. So,
Yes.
you know, we're not like seeking out any like high profile people just because. We're just making music with people who like us and we connect to their music and just, you know, so like that. So
Of
on this
course.
next record, there's a few features that are pretty unexpected, but they are, you know, they just really work. So
Okay, obviously you're not going to tell me who those featuring artists are, but I would love to know if there's one of those features that pushed you out of your comfort zone the most, and can you tell me a little bit about why that one pushed you outside of your comfort zone the most, without giving any spoilers?
Out of our comfort zone. I don't know. I mean, I will say an emphasis for this one is like we wanted a lot of like just like female representation. Like we just love like that old like Timbaland, like Nelly Furtado sounding kind of like stuff like that.
yes.
So like we just love like women's voices on a track just make a song like so strong. So that's the one thing that I'll say.
yeah, I think it challenged us to try that a bit more. I mean, after having our track with Aisha, we just realized how important like a female voice was in our music to contrast us.
Yes.
And so, and obviously like our music just as much it is for like, you know, teenagers and frat guys who want to like punch each other. It really is music for the girls. Like it's just like club music and shake ass music, like confidence boosting music. So there was this one track that we did, we got like the vocals in and then we kind of like rethought the song when the vocals were sent in. We were like, wow, we like really like this, so let's kind of like form it around that feature. And so I just like rewrote some vocals and it kind of like fit the thing more, and so like it sort of challenged us to like think about the song by really connecting all the pieces and not just like here's a verse and here's a verse. It has to all be kind of one cohesive thing.
Yeah.
So
I just heard you mention like the Timbaland kind of era, and that reminds me, okay, so the first record was a little 90s inspired, then we head into the zeros with the second one, and now it sounds like we're heading into the tens a little bit.
I don't know. I guess I don't want to say we're following a chronological order of years and sounds, but I think it's just like experimenting with noises and sounds that we haven't before, and so it's like really fun to just like make music that you don't get to make. Like who knows what we're going to be making in the future? It might not even be hip hop. You don't know. So.
Yeah.
the biggest thing that we wanted to do was like all of this stuff is apply our energy and our sound to everything that we like, and that's what we do effectively. It's not like the genre that defines the music, it's us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we kind of like just took all of our inspirations and put our energy into that, and that's what this album is. It's like literally all of our favorite kind of music in one album.
You guys give me the type of energy that you're obsessed with something. Just like something, you're just obsessing over something for a while, and then it might be something else. And I was just wondering, what is something, a piece of media or an artist or anything that you're currently obsessed with?
Wow.
That made it maybe a little bit into this upcoming album.
That's a really good question. I need a second to stew on that one.
I have,
Anything?
yeah. For me, it was like I got really obsessed with like getting back into like MGMT and Empire of the Sun and like that era of music, which is just like my favorite of that like indie rock and like electronic fusion.
It's like
the
the type of music that makes you feel like everything's gonna be alright.
yeah, and it's so like youthful at the same time, and so like that was just I basically was only listening to that while like in my free time while working on this record. Not that the songs sound like that, but there's a few moments where you can tell that like some of the inspiration is coming from that, and so I think that really inspired me as a producer to kind of get out of my comfort zone and explore some different sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like a genre for me that I was playing like constantly while making the album, and I think it bled into some of my writing, was just a lot of like kind of like OG like coke rap, method rap type stuff. Like I love like the whole Griselda gang, like West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, and then I was also listening to like a lot of like Freddie Gibbs and like stuff like that. Like, so I don't know, just that like long format kind of like rambling writing is like super like fun to me.
Yes.
So I think yeah, I don't know.
Did you notice that?
Well, you can tell who's the whitest one of the group here. So.
He's goofy, man.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think like he evolved as like a rapper immensely on
Yeah.
this album, and so
Surprised me that you said that you didn't rap before.
Oh yeah, no, I've never touched a mic until like a couple years ago when we started making stuff. I mean, neither of us have though. Like, I mean, he was producing, but he like made some songs on the side where he was like kind of like hip hop singing, like rapping. But I have never been in the music world like ever. So yeah.
And now
yeah.
you completely embraced it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm happy
sorry.
to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm sorry. I stopped you. Please go
no,
ahead.
it's all
with
right.
what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, we both really evolved in a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
Like for me, like my focus was like songwriting, and like sort of out of the box kind of lyrics, and really focusing on like the production, because I wanted to really just like show people like I'm the best fucking producer right now. Like that's what I wanted to do. And then like Brae is like coming out with these like insanely out of pocket like just rhymes and stuff like that. So I'm just excited for people to hear like an actual evolution that's still the same thing. Like
Yes.
we're making it sound like it's completely different,
Yeah,
but it's
no,
really
right.
not. Like there's so many aspects of it that are the JVB that you know, but it really is always going to be the JVB you know. We're the same people, and like there's nobody telling us what to do. We're always just going to be making the kind of music we want, and as long as it stays true to that, we're going to be happy with what we put out. So
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for your
thank
time.
you.
I'm gonna check out the show.
Sweet.
Yeah. And I'm
yeah.
very excited for the third record.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for the fun questions. We appreciate your time. Thank
Oh,
you.
Yeah, thank
you're
you.
so welcome.
Yeah,
You're so
for sure.
welcome.